Our last question says, calculate the y-intercept of the line that passes through the points 6, 12, and 7, 20. So when I'm calculating the y-intercept, I want to use the formula y equals mx plus b. Our other choice is to use a graph, but we don't have a graph right now, so I'm going to try using this equation. Now, in the equation, the y-intercept is the b, the m is the slope, and x and y represent points on our line. So the problem is I have points, but I don't know the slope. And in all of the previous questions, I knew what the slope was. So the issue here is that we need to find the slope. And yesterday in our lesson, we learned how to calculate slopes. So I'm going to come over here to the side, and I'm going to write down the formula that we learned for slope. Slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, every point has an x, and every point has a y. And then you have to choose which one you want to be point 1 and which one you want to be point 2. So I'm going to sub those numbers into this equation. So y2, for me, that's 20. Take away y1, that is 12. Divided by x2, that's 7. Take away x1, which is 6. 20 take away 12 is 8. 7 take away 6 is 1. Now, I could leave it as 8 over 1. If I wanted to graph this, it's better to have it as 8 over 1. But 8 divided by 1 is just 8. So I think I'm going to just write this as 8 to make it a little bit easier. So I now know that the slope is 8. So I'm going to take my equation here, and I am going to put 8 in for the slope. But x and y, I actually have 2 points. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. It doesn't matter which one you use. So you're going to pick whichever point you like better and use that one. So I think I might try doing it with 6 and 12, but you could equally do it with 7 and 20, and you will get the same answer. So y is 12, x is 6, and then plus b. So next step is to multiply. 8 times 6 is 48. Use a calculator if you need to. And then I am going to get b by itself by subtracting 48 from both sides. 12 take away 48 is negative 36. So our y-intercept is negative 36. Now, just to show you, and you don't have to write this down, that it still works if I used 7 and 20. If I had tried the exact same calculation using that other point, my y is 20, my slope is 8, and x is 7. 8 times 7 is 56. And then when I subtract 56 from both sides, I get negative 36. So you don't need to write this part down, but just to show you, it didn't matter whether we used the 6 and 12 or whether I use the 7 and 20, we actually will get the same answer because they are both points on the line. So that is everything you need to know today about finding y-intercept. Good luck on your practice.